Hey everyone, I hope you're all doing well. So today I wanted to do a video on why you should collect Mylar bags. There's a couple reasons why, and I'm gonna give you my opinion on why. Especially why you should collect them over poly bags. I'm gonna give you a few reasons why and a few examples onto why I think you should collect your books in Mylar bags and put them into Mylar bags. But before we get started into this video, I wanted to remind you all that I am doing a giveaway, and if you want to know the details into that giveaway, all you have to do is go to my previous video called Comic Book Announcement Giveaway, and you'll see all the details and steps to enter into that giveaway. I will run that giveaway when we reach 100 subscribers, just a friendly reminder. So let's get started with this video. So let me show you all. Everybody knows this. Poly bags, the more classic, ways to protect your book. You can still pretty nice. It still protects your book. Not bad. Definitely better than no supplies and having it in no protection. But as you can see, it doesn't give the book too much pop, and that's why I really start collecting more Mylar bags, because they just give it a more pop to the book. And here's another reason why I don't like polys. So over time, this is what happens to the book, to the bag. Just makes it really more wrinkly. It starts to yellow a lot faster. Just not that great. But let me show you a Mylar bag. So everybody that I see, like a lot of people now, are collecting Mylars because of this. Look at this. Makes the book pop even more. This is a Mylar bag. As you can see, it's a low-grade book, but just overall makes the book look pop way more. If this would have been in a poly bag, would have been very different. And as you can see, very low grade. Not a high-grade book at all. Not a high-grade book at all, but it makes the book pop. And especially now that I think about it, if you have books, right? Because slabs make books look good, in my opinion. When you have it in a slab, it makes the book look a lot better. But you don't want to submit every book you have that you like, in my opinion, unless they're worth a lot, especially if you put it up in a slab. But I don't have that kind of money to put every book that I have raw into a slab. I just don't. So Mylar bags are a good way for me to still have my book in a presentable way if I decide to. Because what I'm gonna start doing is putting up in this wall a couple more shelves of these, but with raw books in Mylar bags. It'll just make the book pop even more. So here's, like I said, just makes the book pop. Let me show you a more copper modern age in a Mylar bag. This is Wolverine number 8. Like I said, look at that blue. Look at the colors, very vibrant. Very, very vibrant. And now let me show you a golden age book that I put in. I mean, all of these books I've showed in my videos. But let me show you all this book here. Look how much this book pops. Sorry if you hear my dog in the background. But look at this book pop. Just very low grade, like I said. Very low grade also, this one. Look at this. You got holes, you got rips, you got tears, spine stress, a little bit of a spine roll. Just very overall, not a high grade book. Second of all, I don't know if I said this in my video when I showed this book. This book actually is very low on the CGC census. There's only like 3 copies, so pretty cool there. But let's get back to the point. It just makes the book pop. If you remember in that video when I showed this book, this is the book. This is the bag that it was in when I bought it. Very wrinkly, started to yellow. Just very bad. And yeah, it's not not an ideal way to put your books long term. But now look at this. In the Mylar, just makes it pop like a million times better. Look at that. The red is popping more, as you can see here. And it's not even a bright red. It's like a nice little red to it, but that makes the book pop, pop, pop. This is All True Crime number 28, I believe, yeah. Just makes the book pop. Let me show you another golden age here. Right here, super nice. Look at that, True Comics number 46, really bad shape. It's got a tear up on the top there. Really big tear actually. Got a spine roll there, you see. Just not in the best of shape, but makes the book pop. So yeah. And then one more example. This is Superman number 74. This is another book that I showed up recently too. Makes the book pop so much more. I had it in a poly bag that was, you know, pretty new. But still, just when I put it in the Mylar, makes it pop even more. Now, like I said, going back to Mylars getting super expensive, just supplies overall are getting super expensive. You know, I try to buy them little by little. I don't try to buy too many at once because if not, I just won't have enough money to pay for other stuff and all those things. But main reason why I think now, besides it making the book pop, is like I was mentioning. These books I absolutely love. You know, they're not too expensive books, but they're still pretty cool, pretty significant. Let me just keep this one here. Showing. You know, the main reason why I'm starting to like Mylars, not just because it pops the book, and not just because it protects it a tad bit more, but the reason why with the slabs. So I want to start showing a lot of books on my wall. And I want to start putting up a couple more shelves here. And I just don't have enough money to put every book that I like on a slab. I mean, that's just, first of all, it's not financially wise to do it unless you're planning on reselling the books. And second, it just takes up a bit more space. But if I put it in Mylars, the book looks super nice, super nice. And I can still then display them on my wall. And when I display them on my wall, they look super nice. Especially if I start putting these with Mylars and then with a top loader in them, it's gonna make the book look super cool, in my opinion. And it's gonna be such a more financially stable, you know, more. I don't want to say cheaper because it's. I don't want to make it to sound like if it's like cheap, you know, like bad cheap, you know, like just a more affordable way to display your books nicely. That's the main reason why I think you really should start. I follow a couple people, and I follow Read Comics 81, and he just made a video on his comic book room tour, and even like he showed his wall, and his wall was full of raw books, and they were super nice because he had them in like nice bags. And he had the way he displayed them was super nice, and he only had a couple slabs. I didn't see I think more than like 5 slabs in his video. They were all mostly raw books, but they presented super well because he had them in nice bags and some I think in top loaders, which I also should start investing in top loaders. This is expensive. Like I said, I'm just slowly buying supplies more, just little by little. So he's one person that I've seen that collects, you know, I'm just giving you some examples because there's a lot of YouTubers there that collect raw books and display them raw. For another example, Swaggle Hoss, super cool channel. He has a wall also, like in most of his videos you can see in the back of his wall, like in the background, he has books full of raw books, but they're Mylars, and they, from far away, they pop. You can see the book, what it is, at least most of them, and they pop super nice. And it's a much more affordable way than putting slabs. Like I said, don't get me wrong, slabs are super cool, but you know, they just start to get a bit more expensive in my opinion. Especially, you know, if I want to buy, let's say I'm looking into a book right now. I'm looking into it slab versus raw, and if I get it raw, I could pay so much less and put it into a Mylar, and it's gonna be so much less, and I still have the book in my collection. You know, it's gonna be around the same grade, but because I bought it raw compared to slab, I bought it for way cheaper. So yeah, I'm just trying to. Sorry, there was a notification popped up on my phone. I'm just trying to make it more financially affordable for me. So that's my opinion on why you should invest Mylars. Put your comments and your thoughts down below. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and see you in the next video. Take care.